guys, I'm back with a suggestion video. This is not a specific video suggestion, this is just a channel suggested. So after uploading my most recent lockdown video, or Mr. Nightmare snap video, I basically got numerous comments saying Horror Nights, which I feel like it's the same person, just like with different accounts, but it could be different, I'm not going to assume. So apparently you guys like Horror Nights, it seems like, so I'm just going to react to 4 true scary Tinder horror stories by Horror Nights. This is almost 14 minutes long. This is perfect for me because I use Tinder, so... But again, I have no horror stories just yet because, you know, I'm not stupid when it comes to meeting people. I don't meet people at all. I've only met people at my work. Like, I've literally been at work and I've met them there. And just talked. So, anyways. Horror Nights is known to be a bit more dark and a bit more scary, or a bit more like just like dark in general. Maybe like more like gruesome talking, you know what I mean? Like I remember seeing one, a kid, it was like Christmas stories and kids died, and I was like, yikes, you know what I mean? It's just, it's very graphic like. So I guess just be advised for that. Viewer discretion is strongly advised, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen the video yet, so I don't know what I would rate it. But anyways, let's go guys, this should be fun.
Horror Nights presents.
I remember his voice.
4 true,
Tinder.
scary Tinder horror stories.
This ought to be fun.
Dating apps provide many people with their only means of meeting new faces and potential lovers. According to statistics from 2015, the Tinder app was used by 50 million people in that year alone. 10 million of these users log in to the app daily. These statistics tell us one thing for sure. Millions of people are hooking up all across the world. This has led to a net increase in new STD infections.
Ew.
For instance, in the United States, cases of syphilis have increased by 15% since 2013. Overall, the Center for Disease Control counts that there are 20 million new cases of STDs every year in the U.S. By and large, this new upswing in STDs can be blamed on dating apps like Tinder. As bad as rising STD infection rates are, there's even more troubling data out there. Namely, Tinder and its homosexual relative, Grindr, have been linked to at least 500 crimes. These crimes range from petty theft all the way to rape and murder. The following 4 cases highlight what can happen when swiping right is a wrong turn. If given the opportunity, every victim here would gladly go back and swipe left instead. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button to be the first to see our newest videos. Number 4. Swipe right for rapist.
Oh my god.
For many Tinder users, the threat of a sexual assault or rape is very real. Although the app allows you to pre-screen potential mates, it can also facilitate further masking for sociopaths. A sociopath is defined as someone who regularly practices deceitfulness and manipulation in order to enhance their ego. Sociopaths are also known for their inability to feel responsible for their actions, as well as their inability to feel remorse. On Tinder, sociopaths can pretend to be nice, charming people in order
Anybody
to
can pretend to be nice. Anybody.
meeting them. In Brisbane, Australia, a 23-year-old woman decided to pose as a man on Tinder in order to ensnare a female victim. At the time, the culprit was a woman who was in the process of transitioning into a man, thus she likely had some apparent male features. It has also been noted that the accused wore a fake beard and wrote a somewhat absurd message to accompany her profile picture. If you notice something about the thickness of my neck, or the broadness of my shoulders that makes you feel I'd be an agile hunter and provide well for our children, you are correct.
What?
The 23-year-old matched with another Brisbane woman and escorted her to a home in Everton Hills. The victim first told a friend about this rape, and then both told the police. The name and age of this victim has not yet been publicly released.
Honestly, this is why I don't like meeting
Once
anybody.
inside of the home, the accused predator raped her victim. She used a strap-on penis in order to orally and vaginally penetrate her victim. According to the victim's lawyers, their client was held against a wall and forcibly raped despite repeatedly saying that she did not want to have sex. The accused lawyers maintain that this case deals with the murky world of sexual consent. So far, The accused rapist has been charged with several counts of rape,
Good.
sexual assault,
Very good.
deprivation of liberty, and committing bodily harm. A judge agreed to release the accused on bail, provided that she visits the Ferny Grove police station every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
No.
For the rest of the week, the accused will be under virtual house arrest. The trial is on hold pending a disease test of the perpetrator. Number 3. Death and the drunken psycho. If you are looking for a sexual
there's 4 stars. Okay.
Look no further than Gable Tosti, formerly of Gold Coast, Australia. Prior to making international headlines in the late summer of 2014, Mr. Tosti was a convicted fraudster who frequently boasted about his sexual exploits. Tosti claimed that, thanks to Tinder, he had managed to sleep with 260 different women.
Oh my God.
Tosti's lechery was not just confined to Tinder either. Bars and nightclubs in Gold Coast had outright banned him due to frequent complaints from female patrons.
Oh wow, banned.
According to them, Tosti was a creepy guy who often made sexually aggressive moves towards them. Even by his own admission, Tosti's binge drinking gets him into trouble. One such lady was New Zealand native Wariana Wright. Wright met Tosti through Tinder, and the pair eventually met up for a boozy night at Tosti's apartment. The publicly released text exchanges between the two reveal the fact that casual sex was exactly what Tosti wanted. "You are looking pretty spankable." "Oh well, I suck at texting, but what I'm trying to say is that you look pretty ravishable and I'd do naughty things to you." Wright initially made fun of Tosti for these exchanges, but she ultimately agreed to party with Tosti at his 14th floor apartment. At some point during the evening, while the pair were partying, Wright fell to her death. Released CCTV footage shows the pair carrying pizza up to Tosti's apartment.
Where do you see pizza?
Then, after a few hours, the same cameras captured a solitary Tosti wandering around aimlessly. He would eventually call his father in order to get a ride back home. Police arrested Tosti for manslaughter, and the Aussie stud had to face a well-publicized trial. During the trial, tabloid outlets made mention of the fact that someone named Lizzie Evans kept making Facebook posts in defense of Tosti. Upon further investigation, it turned out that Evans, who is also from New Zealand, claimed to be Tosti's partner. The blonde bombshell added further fuel to the fire by publicly defaming Wright as a self-confessed psycho drunk whom felt it okay to assault people without warning in their own home. Evans also claimed that Tosti was the victim of a coordinated media smear campaign that was designed to make him look as bad as possible. She wrote in one Facebook message, "He's so far from this person described, it's not even funny." Tosti now goes by the name Eric Thomas in order to escape the infamy of his trial. According to him, he decided to put Wright on his balcony after she drunkenly attacked him. "You're being attacked. You think you're doing the most sensible thing, and you think that will just defuse the situation. Something completely freakish, completely unexpected happens. It's totally unforeseeable," Tosti told reporters years after the incident. In October 2016, Tosti was found not guilty by a Brisbane jury. Subsequent articles produced by the media have cast the jury's findings into question. First of all, the jury did not see older social media posts and chat room posts made by Tosti that appear to show him as a deep-seated misogynist.
All the evidence has to be shown in court.
That one of Tosti's earlier Tinder dates had wound up having an uncomfortable moment with him on his apartment's balcony. Number 2. The Tinder experiment.
Be careful, please be careful.
Across the world have long known that sexual predators and pedophiles frequently use the internet in order to find their victims. This reality is certainly true in the case of Tinder.
Oh really? I didn't know that. It was more...
started out as a social experiment captured on video. 2 amateur documentarians in Melbourne, Australia were inspired by the American reality show To Catch a Predator. In that show, Dateline NBC host Chris Hansen worked with a vigilante group called Perverted Justice that lured unsuspecting pedophiles to secure locations in order to expose the magnitude of online sexual predation. The Tinder experiment set out to do the same thing with the Tinder app. In the first viral video, One of the filmmakers pretends to be a 15-year-old girl called Imogene.
Actually,
The fake
15.
account listed Imogene's age as 18, but her bio revealed her true age. Imogene never initiated any conversations with her matches, but they flocked to her nonetheless. One of Imogene's matches was over 50 years old.
That's
These matches
gross.
agreed to meet Imogene at a secure location. Many of Imogene's matches
Like, okay.
immediately dropped her when
Can I
she
come to your
told them
place?
that
Oh
she
my
was
goodness.
15. But a surprising number of these matches decided to carry on with their highly sexual
Sounds a
conversations.
bit risky.
According to
What if your bro
Imogene,
comes back
her
when you're
matches
dead?
almost always began their conversations with her by writing about their sexual fantasies and fetishes. A lot of the men would mention how much trouble they could get in before continuing to pursue her.
Yeah,
one
see,
of
they
the
know.
filmmakers said.
Like, they're well
In person,
aware.
they all attempted to hug, kiss, or grope Imogene. This video sting operation was shared well over 1 million times on social media.
Yeah, like I watch videos like this too.
According to filmmakers, the disturbing amount of sexually explicit content on the Tinder app convinced them that swiping right could lead to unreported sexual assaults or cases of rape. The filmmakers have said that as Tinder users ourselves, we noticed an alarming amount of inappropriate content in the app and wanted to gain a greater understanding of the mindset of people participating in such things. In the duo's
Be careful,
first
please be
video,
careful.
Blake, a pseudonym used by one of the filmmakers, surprises Imogene's suitors, a 31-year-old man and a 43-year-old man. In the second episode, a 42-year-old man named Tobias is exposed as a pedophile who came to Imogene's apartment after having been promised no strings attached fun. According to the producers of the Tinder experiment, there are at least 4 people on set at all times, just in case any of the exposed pedophiles decide to get violent or run away.
Oh, they will. They will,
So
guaranteed.
far, Australian authorities have arrested and convicted 2 men who were first caught by the Tinder experiment.
Good.
One of the convicted pedophiles was also caught sending sexually explicit messages to a police officer posing as a 13-year-old girl.
Oh,
The
you
Tinder
got.
experiment highlights the problem with Tinder's lack of age restrictions. According to Tinder itself, 7% of the app's users are between the ages of 13 and 17.
Wow.
Justin Mateen, the app's co-founder, publicly defended this policy by stating that there is nothing wrong with 13 and 17-year-olds making friends and connecting with new people on Tinder.
You gotta be safe,
was
though.
later accused of sexual harassment by one of his employees.
There it
Number
is.
1. Dissolved in acid.
What?
One of the biggest problems with Tinder is its translation issue. Namely, many people think that getting a match on Tinder immediately translates into a sexual hookup. Some men and women consider this app nothing more than a key for accessing easy sex, while others use the app for more innocent purposes. When
Exactly.
these two approaches clash with one another, it can often lead to sexual violence. See, for instance, a 2016 case from Mexico. 26-year-old Emmanuel Delani Valdez Bocanegra sincerely believed that Tinder dates always end up in sex. Francia Ruth Ibarra, also 26, did not share the same conclusions. The two met up several times before that fateful day at Ibarra's apartment in Leon, a large city in central Mexico. On December
Central
3rd,
Mexico.
2016, Ibarra was declared missing. Her friends warned the Mexican authorities after Ibarra failed to show up for a movie date. From here, police officials found out through Ibarra's social media accounts that she was in a relationship with Bocanegra, a former medical student who had attended the same University of Guanajuato that Ibarra
Sus.
and her friends had also attended.
What did he
When
do?
police caught up with Bocanegra in Mexico City, he did not seem bothered by his fate. At the crime scene, police discovered 6 kilos of human flesh connected to sets of bones that were recovered from trash bins kept on Ibarra's balcony.
Why?
Police also found Ibarra's clothing stuffed in a bag. DNA tests conclusively proved that the bones belonged to Ibarra. It is believed that Bocanegra, who may have refused to meet Ibarra's parents or her friends prior to the murder, killed Ibarra after she refused to have sex with him. Bocanegra apparently tried to get rid of Ibarra's corpse by putting it in a bathtub full of acid. He likely hoped that the acid would dissolve all traces of the murder, but his plan failed. Investigators believe that Bocanegra used a combination of caustic soda and hydrochloric acid after containers of both were found in his apartment.
That's so
Thanks
fucked
for
up.
watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe.
What the fuck, man? Like, what is wrong with people? Like, this actually makes me nervous to go on Tinder now. Like I was always cautious before, like I said. Like, if I meet anybody, which I barely do, I mean, COVID, number one. But two, I don't really just trust people, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really trust anybody. I don't. Because you never know who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't know who you're dealing with, and that's what scares me. Because, like, you don't know who you're dealing with, because you don't know what that person's capable of, it just kind of makes you think, like, what's going on, you know, like, what's this person's real intention? Because, again, you just never know, right? So it's just really, to me, it's just kind of scary, you know what I mean? Like, meeting someone, you don't know who they are, they seem all nice and sweet, that can change so fast. That's honestly why I don't really care to date or anything like that. It just makes you too nervous to date, like, you know what I mean? Like, people I know for years can even turn on you at some point, you know what I mean? It's just crazy how, like, life can change, you know? Crazy how friends come and go, and, you know, partners come and go, and, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand about the whole, like, killing people. Like, do you want to have sex? No? Okay. Like, I don't, like, why murder? Like, do you want to have sex? Yes or no? No? Okay, cool. I'm moving on. That's it. That's it. But no. Freaking guys are whores, and they just want to freaking F anything and everything. Like, consent is everything. That's what my college says. There's, like, a sign that says consent is everything. You know what I mean? Like, which it is. It really is. Like, every college, every school should have that. Because it really is true. Especially in high school, because I feel like everyone in high school is always, like, freaking, like, fucking around and shit. Consent is everything, for sure. You gotta be careful. You gotta make sure that both partners agree with it. You know what I mean? Like, even if people, like, I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of cases where two people agree to do it. They're both fine with it. And then the person says afterward, oh, I didn't want to do anything. You were kind of like, you know, like, you forced me to. And it's like, what the hell? I didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, you consented. So, like, even doing that, people can turn around and say that you did this when you didn't, you know what I mean? So you just gotta be careful with people. And never know the true intentions, never know anything. If I go on Tinder right now, how many matches do I have? Like, I have a lot of matches, but I've met none. Like, I've literally met none of these. I have 283 matches. 2 new messages. Again, they all seem nice. Like, I don't, you know, like, I haven't really encountered anyone crazy, mean, you know, anything like that. But again, you just never know who you're going to meet. That's why I'm being careful with it. Like, I make sure the person confirms who they are. I don't meet up right away. If I do meet up eventually, I'll, you know what I mean? Just, like, make sure that I know them and stuff and get their intention. And, like, I definitely make sure who they are. You know what I mean? Like, if you're on Tinder, like if you're a guy looking for a girl looking for a girl, whatever, make sure it's a girl. Because they could be a guy, and vice versa. You know, if you're looking for guys and stuff, and then it could be a girl. I feel like it's mainly guys pretending to be girls. Yeah. And not really girls pretending to be guys, but it's possible. You know what I mean? It's possible. Like, I'm pretty sure the one story said that she posed as a man, right? So, anyways, the point of this video is to be careful. Please be careful, because you just don't know what anyone's gonna do. You don't know their true intention. So all you can really do is either avoid Tinder altogether, avoid dating apps altogether, or if you do want to do it, then just be really careful, especially with meeting up. And do not, if you add them on Snapchat, please, dear Lord, have your Snap Map off. Like, I add people on my Snapchat all the time. That's why my Snapchat is off. My Snap Map is off. Like, my location's not even on majority of the time. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. Because you just don't know what you're gonna, you know, encounter. Or who you're gonna encounter. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe. Be sure to comment down below what you guys thought of this video. Be sure to like it if you guys did enjoy it. And also, do not forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss any videos that I do upload. I upload daily Dhar Mann videos at noon until I'm finished, and then I'll continue doing Dhar Mann until he stops filming videos, I guess. Of course, I'll still do horror stories and Dhar Mann and any other channels you want me to react to. Again, it might be hard. I don't know if I'll be doing daily videos like I have been the past few months with Dhar Mann. I'll try, but I don't know for sure. But by the way, just a heads up, if you guys are still at this point in the video, you guys rock, because I never even wait till like the end of the video. Like once the reaction is done, I'm like, I'm done, I quit. So if you guys are still here, you're a trooper. But I'm gonna react to Wednesday entertainment videos in compilations. So like a monthly compilation. I'm not gonna do like one video. It'll take way too long. So I'm just gonna do one whole video, one whole compilation. It'll be split into like 2 or 3 parts. Just a heads up. I've not filmed any yet, so just a heads up there. I will do them eventually at some point. I don't know when, but what's gonna be it. So yeah, if you guys like, be sure to smash that like button and do all that great stuff. I will see you guys tomorrow at noon with a Dhar Mann video, and that's it. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace out.